The U.S. Navy. Chef Geoff, I know you do a bunch of specials at your restaurants for members of the military. In fact, members of the military get incredible deals at the Chef Geoff. You have great respect for the members of our military, don't you?
Absolutely. My father served in the Navy as well, and we have a 10% active military discount in all the restaurants.
See, I love that. And my kid is thinking about, she wants to try to go to Annapolis. She wants to commit to the Navy. So we love our sailors. We love the Navy. So what in God's name is the Navy thinking here, Chef Geoff, by banning fried food from Navy chow halls?
They are going to take away their French fries, I guess.
Can you believe this? I mean, now I guess the idea is that this has something to do, obviously, with health problems, and they want the members of our Navy eating healthy, and I want that too. But is fried food inherently unhealthy?
Well, I read the article that was done by the Navy Times, and it was a very interesting article in that they are removing the deep fat fryers from all the ships. And, when you think about it, as much as I'd like to have my, crispy whatever it is on a ship, deep fat frying is actually pretty difficult on a big boat. In the article, they talk about that they're changing over to all these rational combi ovens. And the combi oven is both a convection dry heat cooking method that can be combined with moist heat cooking method. And you can have a little bit of moist, a lot of dry, all moist. And it actually is a very, very effective and high-tech oven that's going into, that you're starting to see actually in independent restaurants as well, where you can have very fine dining. Some of the best chefs in the world actually really love cooking with these ovens. And you can actually make French fries in these ovens. Now, they're not quite as good as, say, a French fry that comes out of a deep fat fryer, because nothing's really as good as
nothing on this planet.
Drop
Maybe
a Twinkie in there.
Deep fried bacon, perhaps, might be.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
You can cook bacon in a.
Does that come with a stent?
Yeah, but I see the Navy's rationale for it. And all our sailors are going to have to just get on dry land and come out to their local restaurants if they want all their good crispy food.
What do you think will cause a bigger upheaval in the Navy? Getting rid of these deep fryers, or if they decided to get rid of the 2-beer ration on tour?
Nobody's going to allow the 2-beer ration to be taken away. So, I mean, if I can have a glass of wine, I can actually eat a salad. So,
I'm with you. But Chef, so tell me more about this oven here, because I read the same thing, and I understand that you're telling me that this oven actually is pretty high tech and it can cook some good food. But the reasoning behind this move has nothing to do. It seems to be to me. It doesn't have anything to do with the challenges of using a deep fat fryer on a ship. And let's face it, they've been doing it for decades. They see it seems to be working. This has to do with their Go for Green nutritional program. They don't want our sailors eating greasy deep fried food for their health. Don't these guys have incredible physical regimens? I mean, you can eat in moderation deep fried food and still maintain a healthy diet, can't you?
That's absolutely true. And in fact, the Navy's got the green, yellow, and red. They basically identify what foods are, go ahead and eat, lean proteins, turkey, chicken, fish. Then they have some yellow ones, and then they serve and make available red ones, which were fried foods and some breads and things of that nature that are high caloric and maybe not as nutritional as other things. But they're not forbidding those things. They're just basically saying you shouldn't have as much of them or smaller portions.
So the mess hall in the Navy is not quickly going to resemble the public school cafeterias under the guidance of Michelle Obama. Is that what you're assuring us here, Chef Geoff?
I still think our sailors are going to get a good, solid meal, and
right.
If they come on dry land and enjoy themselves a little bit, but out at sea and on the ship, you can say goodbye to the fried foods.
Larry and I were talking earlier about what happened to the tater tots in public school, and I'm just wondering, are tater tots better deep fried, or are they better in the oven?
Oh yeah.
I mean, a deep fried tater tot is a thing of beauty, especially with lots of ketchup.
Oh, with ketchup, yeah. Or when you pour the chili on top of the tater tots. Have you done that?
And then you have to use a fork.
Yeah,
I think I might have that for breakfast.
There it is. Well, yeah, but you run marathon, Chef Geoff, so you can do that. I mean, that's sort of my point. I mean, these guys have an incredible physical regimen that they have to stay on top of, so you can take a higher caloric intake. But you're saying, Chef Geoff, that when they do get on dry land, they head over to Chef Jeff's and have some of those sweet potato fries or maybe the fried calamari. You're still using the deep fried fat fryer.
We welcome all the Navy SEALs and all the members of the Navy into the restaurants to eat anything from salads to crispy calamari.
By the way, for people who don't know, Chef Geoff is married to the effervescent Nora O'Donnell there on CBS News, who, by the way, is the former White House correspondent before Major Garrett took off. Can you tell us? I mean, did Nora say last night, "Wow, Major really asked a heck of a question of the president, didn't he?"
What did Major do?
You didn't see this?
I'm out running around with my kids and doing all that kind of stuff.
All right, you'll see it. Listen, I appreciate you taking a break from Nora this morning.
I'm gonna. Yeah, she's on right now. I'm gonna go tune into that in the British Open as well.
Probably the best thing.
So if I worked in one of your restaurant's kitchens, I would weigh 800 pounds because I'd eat all the time. How in the world does a chef?
That's true.
How do you maintain that?
You don't have that Paul Prudhomme thing going on.
How do you do
that? No. I think there's a balance of eating well. Diet's a big part of staying fit and healthy. I exercise 6 or 7 days a week for about 50 to 90 minutes.
Wow.
And sometimes that's like really hard stuff, like running. Sometimes it's walking on the golf course.
Right, or walking to the ice cream shop.
So in other words, you work out like crazy to make up for all the food that you're eating in your kitchen.
Well, it's true, but I don't overdo it sometimes. Yeah. And post 40, you got to kind of change your diet a little bit.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I've heard that. All right, well. I'll let you know how that works.
It's a bummer, but it's true.
DC's own Chef Geoff Tracy, thanks for joining us. And, of course, he's also running around between all of his restaurants in D.C. and in around the surrounding areas, including Tyson's Corner, all over the place. We love the Chef Geoff restaurant. 7:15. I feel a little bit better now. They are still going to get some fried food, but not...
Just in a convection oven without
it's not the oil. It's just not the same. Our Navy deserves that, at the very least. I hope they don't see a drop in enlistment.